A 液と B 液を混ぜる作業、何度やっても手が震えてくる。
Hello and welcome back to the Fruit of Grisaia. Last time we had a cat, a dog, and very, very dangerous glares. This time, I don't know if it's feeling like we're getting into the whole chemistry class thing.
頭皮のズキズキを想像すると憂鬱になってくるわね。でもこれをやらないと色が綺麗な金髪でいられないからな。
Or maybe she's just dyeing her hair. Okay, I didn't think it would be that big of an issue.
やけどしたみたいに痛いけど仕方ないのよ、ミチル。我慢しなきゃ。
If you really want to.
ああ、そうだ。一応皮膚に保護のためのクリームを塗り塗りと。ではこれを頭に。はっ！
And dead. Although it's not uncommon to hear someone who acts in bizarre, stupid ways derided as a space alien. As a general rule, the aliens I've seen in movies possess advanced intelligence surpassing humanity's. In some, they're even depicted as virtual gods, manipulating genetic sequences to control human evolution. And then we get to Mitru. Do aliens exist? If you ask scientific authorities on the subject, they'll answer you in all likelihood, yes, in some way or form. That's true. Maybe they're not intelligent. Maybe they can exist in so many ways or form. Chances are there's at least one planet out there that has developed life in a similar way to Earth. And who knows? It could have developed life millions and millions of years ago, and that life could have gone extinct by now even. But just as children's eyes begin to sparkle, a scientist tack on a malicious afternote. Not that they're anything like what you're thinking. Right, they're not like movies. Hollywood will never, almost ever depict things scientifically accurate. They'll make it much more dramatic. But even if we do find some alien water flea wriggling around on a distant planet, I can't imagine it'll inspire too passionate a response from the general public. Well, that's maybe. You can imagine there being people denying it, especially religious people, who want to see humans as something super special and the only place where there's life in the galaxy. Then again, they might use it as confirmation bias for like intelligent design or something. Yeah, whatever. The people don't want to rip off like that for their ET. What they want is a simple, by-the-book alien. For example, you know what? What if she is an alien? I said earlier about the Steins Gate thing about her being a time traveler. That was a joke, 99% a joke, but who knows? Maybe she's an alien that came from the year 2012. Although, I've experienced a wide range of auditory stimuli in my time, this one is quite the ear-splitting shriek. There's a considerable distance between me and the source, so there's no damage to my eardrums, but if I had to approach, I'd need to prepare myself a pretty decent set of earmuffs. Compared to the 120 decibel noise produced by the engine of a civilian aircraft, this is no match in pure volume, but when you consider the sheer unpleasantness factor, it's a pretty competitive match. Having studied acoustics myself, you also have to consider how distinct it is from the surrounding noise. While airplane engines are quite loud, there's a lot of sound in that is going to be in the lower ranges. And when you get into the higher, there are parts of human hearing that are much more distinct. Basically, you can hear different ranges of frequencies better. High peak, shrieking ones, you can hear well, usually. There's a range, actually. I forget exactly what it was. There's also noises that you just can't hear no matter what, too, so that's important. The thing about a civilian aircraft engine is that it puts out a lot of sound pressure across a lot of different frequencies. So that's the bigger problem. Right. We're still in the We're still in the aircraft thing, right? Again, mind explaining what's going on?
はチルチルの儀式なのよ。これが始まったらしばらくは続くのよさ。
For her dyeing your hair? Is this... So obviously she did this well before I came. So she didn't dye her hair specifically for me. How long is a while? Several days? Weeks? Months? Years?
そんなに長くはないのよ。スペインのトマト祭りだって1時間しかやらないんだから。まあ、それよりかは長いけどな。
Tomato fight. Can't say I've heard of it. What exactly is that woman doing, other than shrieking like a banshee?
それが私にもわからないのよさ。チルチル宇宙人説っていうのが一番濃厚なのよ。変な声出してマザーシップとコンタクトしてるんじゃないかって踏んでるのよさ。まあ一種の儀式だわな。
Oh boy, communicating that with the stars. Yeah, I see. Plausible. That woman's definitely a little out of the ordinary. Cause we're all so fucking normal here.
そうそう、ちょっとね、あれなのよ、おつむか。
You're not wrong, but it seems so wrong itself for anyone here to be saying something like that. I don't think you should necessarily talk.
そうなのよね、強くね、言えないと思うのよね。
Are you just ignoring me? I'm somewhat interested in the nature of this ceremony. Let's go take a look.
私はチルチルのあんな姿を見たくないから失礼するのよさ。
Oh, if we ask nicely, she'll put back on her human skin, don't worry. Like that? Like what exactly?
口では説明できないのよ。だからその目で確かめてくるがいいのよさ。
I see. I'll do just that then. As I approached Michiru's room, I noticed a strange stench in the air. This is foul. Some kind of gas? The membranes of my nose twitch in response. My body recalls the tension. It's known in the field. Yeah, okay. I was trained to retain the capacity for action in the cloud of tear gas, but the irrepressible coughing and running nose, the pain in your eyes, the irritation of your skin will always lower your effectiveness. No, my mistake. This isn't gas. I thought it might have been a dispersed pepper spray, but that seems to have been a misjudgment. The odor is terrible, but it's not dense enough to affect my... According to my Tama translation, she's yelling yes? Wait, or is that no? She might be yelling no. What's this? The ceremony Makino was talking about? Oh, there's my prerogative for busting open the door. It hurts. What's that supposed to mean? The ceremony? Don't tell me it involves human sacrifices. No! Michiru, don't kill Sakaki. Or even Sachi, she might even be willing to do it. When you think of human sacrifices, the Mayan civilization is what comes to mind. In order to offer tribute to the god of the sun, I'd say they would paint a human being blue and gouge out their still beating heart. Yeah, religions are weird in that way. But ceremonies like that should have been ancient history by now. And in the first place, we're in Japan here, you know? It's hard to believe, but if Michiru happens to have painted her body blue, then it's bingo. Well, she's emerged. I immediately tumble my way across the hall with a skillful shoulder roll, hide myself into the shadows, and silence the sound of my breath. The hell's on your head? That looks like tape. Huh? In this moment, I know fear. The fear of death, or the fear of darkness, this is, in fact, a variety of terror completely new to me. To explain its nature concisely. What the hell is this? Michiru's body was not in fact dyed blue, which is all well and good, but rolls of clean wrap were draped all around her head. From inside, a mysterious sap drips out of the globs. Just as Makina said, Michiru's eerie, irregular movements are reminiscent of a space alien. This must be the particular variety of terror that accompanies a close encounter of the third kind. If I'm discovered all bets are off. It's that sort of fear. wanders around the hallway with vacant eyes. Her cries are truly bizarre. Is she receiving a message? Could that shriek itself be her transmission to the stars? Fuck. Michu draws near. Her lips are trembling violently. Her eyes seem to have rolled back to the back of her head. She passes my hiding place and wanders off somewhere. It's been a long time since I wished so desperately from the bottom of my heart, please don't find me. She's left a slimy trail behind her, like a slug. Thought she was nothing more than a tsundere wannabe. I think that she conducts such a mysterious ritual. Clearly, I need to handle her with more caution.
あなた、何してるの？そんなところで不自然に寝転がって。
Shh, be quiet or it's going to kill you. If it isn't Sakaki, let me ask you this instead. What are you doing standing up like that? As for me, I was just taking evasive action in response to a certain crisis.
キキ？そう、大変なのね。
I stand up, brushing off at the dust, my clothes picked up during my roll across the floor. Incidentally, what are your thoughts on extraterrestrial life? I know it's a difficult question, but I want to organize my own thoughts on the matter. Please let me hear your opinion. Sakaki answers my sudden question without hesitation.
そうね。来年には宇宙戦争が始まるわ。
Interesting. I'm going to take that literally and expect the next 2 games in this trilogy to be about that. Okay. What?
宇宙からのファーストコンタクト。それは思いもよらない形から始まる。人間たちは未知の恐怖に怯え、理解よりも警戒が勝ってしまう。その結果、人々は安らかな睡眠のために武器を手に取ることを選択するのよ。
A battle for survival, huh? Sometimes there's no room for any other choice. And there's the old saying, the first blow is half the battle.
でもナポレオンはこう言ってる。戦いは最後の5分間にある。
I see where you're going with this.
宇宙戦争は人類の敗北という形で幕を引く。恐怖から逃れるために武器を取ることは間違っている。と、最後に結んで、その小説は終わったわ。
Novel? Oh, were we talking about a book?
当たり前じゃない。宇宙人についてなんて急に言われても答えようがないもの。
I see. My bad.
いいえ、別に。だけど、これからは廊下での匍匐前進は慎みなさい。
I do what I want. Crawling, is it? True, the low crawl they teach every SDF grunt, the method of advancing your body pressed flat on the ground, so it's not surprising you'd see it that way. But I didn't advance even a single meter, now did I? Your powers of observation are still lacking, Sakaki Yumiko, my friend. That's what we call the prone position.
来年に宇宙戦争が起こるというのは本当でしょうか？
Yes. Oh, it's Sachi. Were you listening?
すみません。立ち聞きをしていたわけではないのですが、偶然耳に入ってしまって。
We're definitely going to be having a War of the Worlds next year, so I suggest you prepare. Sachi's anxious expression suggests that she took my conversation with Sakaki completely seriously. I'd say that depends on the contents of Michiru's reports. If she really is sending transmissions into space, their contents will decide our fate.
ミチル様が宇宙と交信を？それは初耳です。
You should really call her Sama because of that too. Humankind ravages natures and slaughters innocent animals to eat their corpses. If the aliens learn of our savage ways, we won't get off easy. If you want, we can go watch the crucial moment together.
はい、お供させていただきます。
Then we shall go. You see? Hey, careful getting closer and you'll be in danger.
あの姿を見たのは初めてではありませんが、いつも通りショッキングです。
Truly. Listen, observe with caution. Can you see how her eyes have rolled back?
はい、白目を向いています。
Probably a sign she's under the control of the mothership.
母艦から。さすが風見さんです。そんなことがわかるなんて。
Indeed. Well, it's only hypothesis for the moment.
あれは 何ですか？ひどく体をビクンビクンさせていますが。
She well may be fighting with someone in the spirit world, but in the end, we're merely spectators. We can't do nothing but watch over her battle.
ミチル様、大変な状況だったんですね。私、そんなこととはつゆ知らずにおりました。
Then again, we can also interpret this in a very different way.
と言いますと、
That's a dance.
ダンス？
At a glimpse, it may look like she's going to convulsions, but there's also the possibility that she's simply working on her moves.
頭から液体を垂らしながら踊りの練習。ミチル様は一味違いますね。
Indeed. If you think about it, as a modern dance expressing her inner self, I'd say this is actually pretty spot on.
ですが、ミチル様がダンスに精通しているなんて知りませんでした。踊っている姿を拝見したことがあまりないもので。
Neither have I. Amane didn't pick up those cooking skills in a day either. Expertise is the result of hidden dedication to your craft. In other words, Michiru is sowing the seeds here and now for the future flowering of artistic accomplishment.
あんな必死なお顔で。ミチル様の努力には感服いたします。いつか素敵な暗黒舞踏を見せていただきたいものです。ねえ、二人で仲良く何してるの？
Shh, get behind us. Keep it quiet.
今、ミチル様のダンスの練習を見学していたところです。ダンス？どれどれ？ああ、なんだいつものあれじゃない。またやってるのね。
Doesn't it just bring a tear to your eye?
まあ、それはそうね。でも、ちょっと怖くて見たくないな。
Don't you understand the magnificence of those movements? These steps express the terror of an invasion from outer space. Truly avant-garde.
わかんないわよ。ただ痛みを我慢してるようにしか見えない。
Philistine, you think your frigidity... You think your frigidity would extend to the fine arts as well?
ちょっと待ってよ。もうって何よ。もうって。私、不干渉じゃないでしょ。
Oh, really?
何よ、もう。あまねさん、言ってしまわれましたね。
Truly, now we can watch in peace. What a sad human being. Can't even appreciate the work of art. Oh, whatever it is, since I'm basically just making stuff up here.
なるほど。
Okay, we bored yet?
いえ、まだ観察したいと思っています。
Interesting. I see. You're passionate. I'm bored, frankly. I got bored about 2 minutes in.
そうですか。では、私も掃除を続けたいと思います。
Oh, you're
それ
free.
では、失礼いたします。
You're free to stay and watch if you want. Good work. If you observe any dramatic changes with Michiru, make sure to report them to me.
はい。
As I'm leaving, it occurs to me that Michiru's movements are also similar to those of a zombie. If that woman is in fact one of the undead, I suppose I'll have to put a bullet in her head. Maybe sooner or later. If it comes down to that, put her out of her misery sooner or later. Compared to to walking the earth as a living dead, I'm sure she would want it that way. I forget if that means yes or no, but I assume she's giving me permission. Oh my goodness. When you take a walk like this, you'll realize just how wide a range of shops there are in this town. Just for food, we've got a butcher's, fishmongers, greengrocers, and convenience stores. There's even 2 large supermarkets on either side of the station. In the town I was living in before, there was of course a shopping area, and its scale was adequate to avoid any problems in my daily life, but it was overall a pretty compact district, and most of the stores were small family-owned businesses. Doesn't even bear comparison to what you'd find in a town fairly close to the metropolitan area like this one. I don't intend to estimate the wealth of the town by its facade alone, but looking at the number of chic restaurants of clothes, jewelry, and other non-essential luxury goods, you'll naturally get an idea that this place is relatively high-class population. So, as far for what I'm currently doing in this affluent town, I'd been on my way to buy curtains for my window, heading to a hardware store Amane recommended me. Had been. Right, past tense. I noticed a certain abnormality about 10 minutes ago. Specifically, someone was on my tail. I thought my imagination might have been acting up at first, but when I abruptly changed my course just to be safe, they came charging after me in a panic. There's no way this is coincidence. There are 3 pursuers. Since they're following me in a group rather than dispersed individually, it's incredibly easy to tell. Pretending to look into the show window of a watch shop along the street, I casually glanced at their faces. They weren't familiar in the slightest. And for a group with a grudge against my workplace, they seemed far too sloppy and dim-witted. Basically, they just look like a bunch of juvenile delinquents. Okay. So they aren't even the girls like I was expecting. Okay. Although naughty lads like this exist in any town, it feels like you'd actually find more of them in well-off places like this, as they tend to be of particularly ugly variety. They say the poor can't afford manners, but I find that living in a place where everything you need is dropped in your lap tends to twist people in its own ways. Forget about hard work and it's easy to fall into warped ways of thinking. Well then, what to do? What reason would they have for following me around? Although I've been thinking it over for a while, nothing's coming to mind. In which case, it would be probably best to ask them directly. Yes, I'll lure them into a nice dark alley. Looking around my surroundings perfectly casually, I'm startled when something unexpected catches my eye. Oh, look at you, you're in danger now, that's nice. Shit. Why did she have to appear at this of all times? No, it's nothing. Are you alone? Where's Amane? So do guys, so maybe you should leave me alone for now. Amane said all that? Interesting. Cheeky girl. Well, what can I do about this shrimp? At this rate, she might get mixed up in all this. I thrust my hands into my rear pockets of my school uniform and pulled out 3 10,000 yen notes, rolled up with a rubber band. It's hot today, isn't it, Makina? Feel like some ice cream? God damn it. Oh, she'll never know. What Amane doesn't know won't hurt her. I really want ice cream. Can you go buy some? Please. I'll explain it to Amane so she won't get mad at you, okay? I take Makina's hand and forcibly close it around the 30,000 yen. Really? Then go ahead and use the change to dabble in the stock market. Oh, you could buy a few cheap ones, I'm sure. Anyway, ice cream. Head over to Baskin Robinson. Okay? On the other side of the station. Make mine a caramel ribbon. Get something for Amane, too. She might enjoy it. Double or triple or whatever is fine. Get what you want. Have you noticed the people following me? What? That's actually a pretty good question. Because I'm too embarrassed to go into that place. Come on, get going. What? Amane says that? Cheeky girl. With who? While watching Makina trot off with the money clenched in her hand, I exhale slowly. So she probably noticed, eh? The bunch following me doesn't show any signs of chasing after Makina and her money. In other words, not after me for my cash. If it's not robbery, I guess I would leave a personal grudge or some sort of class resentment. Either way, not a particularly welcome situation. Well, whatever. After watching Makina disappear, I find an alley between the cleaners and a liquor store, casually turn into it as if taking a shortcut.
おい、あいつどこ行った？
逃げられたんか？だから言ったべよ。
あいつやっぱ気づいてたんだって。
言ってる間に探せよボギー。ほんと使えねえなてめえら。
あ？てめえらって何よ？俺も入ってんの？何それ？リーダー気取り？てめえまたボコられてえの？
These guys get along well.
だからてめえ、一度まぐれで勝ったぐらいで随分とビッグなマウス叩いちゃってくれちゃってんじゃんよ。
If I leave them to their own devices, they might just take themselves out for me.
あ？いいぜ、来いよ。
やめろよ。今あんなことしてる場合じゃねえべよ。
Oh, hey. Hello, people who actually get their own artwork. Hey there.
あ、てめえどこに隠れてやがった？
Just around the corner or something, I don't know. Ah, no, behind these beer cases. You need something?
へえ、のこのこと自分から出てきやがって。なんか用か。
あんたそれ美浜学園の制服だよな。
Is it? Yeah, it is. What about it?
じゃああんたには悪いんだけどもよ。
Oh,
怒らしてもらうわ。
is this a class rivalry thing? Like a school rivalry? Why would you do that then?
あ？理由なんかねえよ。ただおめえをボッコボコにしてえだけ。理解できたか？あ？
If you really wanted to kick my ass, why wouldn't you just do that before instead of trailing me? Hey, now, you're scaring me. Please stop. I can't stand violence.
悪く思うなよ。こっちも仕事なんでな。
Your job, eh? Job?
ぐちゃぐちゃうるせえんだよ。
Ooh, I can force this out of them, can't I? In an apparent attempt to intimidate me, the man fires a flashy burst of sparks from the stun gun in his hand. The discharge of electrical energy scorches particles of dust in the atmosphere. A burning smell fills the air, pricking the depths of my nose. I close my eyes. In the next moment, a siren rings out of my head. I'm in pouring rain, pushing through the mud at my feet. Taste of iron spreading through my mouth, hiding my body in the light of the flares. Knife dyed black in my hands, swallowing down the heat as it tries to leap out of my mouth. If you want to protect something, first, protect yourself. It seems the time has come to use my super self-defense technique.
なんだてめえ。おとなしくしてりゃ命だけは助けてやんぞ。
As the man raises his stun gun and takes a fighting stance, I draw a huge breath into my lungs. And wringing out my voice to its limit, I scream. I guess I don't have to take them down. Good point. So, no, call the police.
さあ、でけえ声出すんじゃねえよ。おら！
The man's stun gun discharges a threatening, pale, bluish arc of electricity in my general direction. I reach out and gently grab his outthrust hand, as if trying to shake. Well, I guess that's about what you'd expect. In this narrow alley, all three of them can't attack me at once. Maybe he planned for this sort of cramped space, or maybe it's just a coincidence from prioritizing ease of concealment. Either way, the iron pipe in the man with black tank top's hand is cut very short, not well suited for disabling me with a single blow. That said, the guy next to him with the knife isn't much use either. It might look the most dangerous of the bunch at a glance, but a weapon like this is actually a hindrance if he's not planning to kill me. In this situation, the flashiest, easiest weapon to use is also the most effective. Stun gun can stop me dead with a single attack. The ideal would be to fire off a single shot to eliminate my mobility and crush my fighting spirit, and then have all three surround me and beat me senseless. Is that your conclusion? Oh boy, you're in for a surprise. Now that was just rude. I don't go around holding hands with men just for the fun of it, usually. Although it looks like a casual light grasp, the truth is I've a hold on a vital point of the hand he's holding the stun gun with. When I put the pressure on this exact spot, he can't push or pull as long as he's maintaining his grip. If he were to pull back hard using the weight of his body, he could rip his hand free. But I'm controlling his center of gravity as well, so sadly that's not an option.
おい何やってんださっさとやっちまえ
くそ離せよ
It's not like I'm grabbing you that hard. You're just like the monkey with the hand stuck in the jar, right? Might as well just drop the banana, right? At my words, the man's firm grip on his stun gun weakens for just an instant. In that moment, I feel the loosening of his proximal phalanx bones, and I twist his wrist sharply upwards. I dig my thumb hard into the side of his hand. By first extending the joints of his wrist, then attacking them with pinpoint pressure of my finger, I've completely disabled his ability to maintain a grip. Stun gun slips out of his hand. Whoopsie-daisy. Catching the stun gun as it falls from the man's hand, I jerk his arm upward to immobilize his elbow joint. Then push him hard against the pile of beer cases stacked against the wall. I mash the man's face against the beer cases while maintaining my incapacitating wrist hold. In the next moment, I push the stun gun against the scruff of his neck and throw the switch without hesitation. One down.
てめえ
Here, catch. As the next man raises his short iron pipe above his head like a hammer, I abruptly toss a stun gun in his direction.
おお
The man reaches out in a panic to try to receive the stun gun. Been a while since I've seen a bunch of clowns. I kick my knee up sharply into his virtually defenseless abdomen,
おげ
instantly doubling over his belly in an instinctive attempt to protect the place he'd been attacked. The man's chin sticks out as if begging to be kicked. Well, if you insist. The air that was in the man's lungs squirts out through his nose as his eyes rolls back into his head. He crumbles face first onto the ground. I'll give you 2 seconds. Drop the knife.
来るなこっち来んな悪かったもうやめるだから
2. The man throws the knife in his hand aside and stumbles backwards in a blind panic, trying to escape. And where are you going? I quickly trample down his foot from above, sealing his movement, then strike hard at the base of his throat with the joint of my right thumb. His throat crushed in the middle of breath, the man's momentary compressed trachea sticks shut under the inward pressure from his lungs, rendering breathing temporarily impossible. As the man claws desperately at his throat, his eyes bulge open wide and release a flood of tears. He falls with a thud onto his backside. I don't think we were done with our chat. You have to be a patient kid and listen to what others have to say, or you won't get any snacks, okay? Glancing sidelong at the man as he grabs his throat with both hands and flails his legs on the ground, I crouch down and pick up the knife he tossed away. Well, if your throat happens to get cuts, you won't be able to eat your snack anyway, I guess. I've got questions. Would you be so kind as to answer? What, can't talk? Want me to open a hole in your lung? Oh, it'll release that air pressure so you can just breathe nice and easy. The man responds to my offer by violently shaking his head from side to side. Don't worry, you've got 2 perfectly good lungs. Getting a hole poked in one won't kill you. As I stand looking down with him, the knife in one hand, the man scrabbles desperately at the ground, trying to put some distance between us. Seriously, where do you think you're going? You want me to make it as physically impossible for you to run? Just answer my questions.
でも答える
First question, who gave you the orders? You said this was your job, right? But you didn't show any interest in a little girl with money in her hand, so this just wasn't some stick-up. Somebody asked you, right? To beat the shit out of me in particular.
俺は知らないんだそこの鉢巻きの男が持ってきた仕事だあんたをボコれば30万くれるって
Interesting.
俺はただ一緒に来れば10万やるって言われて何も知らずについてきただけなんだ
Screwed up. Should have talked to him instead of you. Still grasping the knife in my hand, I glance back at the man with the bandana. He's flat on the asphalt, his eyes rolled all the way back up into his head, drooling from the mouth. Ah, whatever. Next question. Did you come after me knowing who I am? Did you know my name?
知らない ただ駅前で美浜学園の制服を着た男がいたらボコれってそう言われただけで名指しだったわけじゃない。
Well,
本当だ。
well, that's as expected. The first thing these guys asked me was about the Mihama uniform. As evidence that they were targeting a male Mihama Academy student rather than Kazami Yuuji. That said, I'm the only male student at Mihama Academy at the moment, which means that that is enough of a description, basically, to get me specifically. Ultimately, I was the specific target. But considering a bunch of clowns they sent, it's hard to think this is any connection with a grudge related to my job, so who the hell and for what reason? First things first. Doesn't seem like I'm going to get anything useful out of you, does it? In that case, might as well finish this one off. Wake up and Banana Man and squeeze it out of him.
やめろやめてくれ。 何をする気だ。
Oh, don't get so worked
俺を
up.
殺すの
Oh
か。
my goodness. Don't get so worked up. Rest assured, I don't kill people. Well, sometimes I might wish I had by the time I'm through. What are you quivering about? Are you that scared to die? I realize that I'm still gripping the open knife in my hand. Oh, my bad. I'll give this back later. I release the folding knife's lock and shut the blade away with a snap. But I'd recommend not carrying toys like this around. Having one in hand makes you want to use it. With something like this in your pocket, your mouth gets smarter. You start swaggering around, picking stupid fights with people. And if you lose control, you end up doing something you can't take back. He's probably just trying to look cool, but depending on a toy like this to prop your ego up seems more pathetic from where I stand.
そこで何をしている。
Shoot. Blinding beam of a flashlight shines into the dim alley onto my face, and I instinctively shield my eyes.
全員路地から出ろ。おかしな真似はするなよ。
Yep, no need to scream. I'm not an old man, my ears work just fine. Hey, is this the same?
またあんたか。
I was wondering if it was going to be the same policeman. Yeah, that's my line. Have to say, though, the police force in this town seems pretty impressive. Did you hear my scream?
ここで喧嘩が起きていると通報があったんだよ。まさかと思って来てみりゃ。やっぱりあんたか。
I wonder who it could be. The fact that Makina knew seems... Seems like maybe it's connected to the girls at the school. Maybe Sakaki didn't. She's been more friendly, but that doesn't mean I'm necessarily out of the possibility of her trying to hurt me. They didn't seem interested in killing me, just beating me up. Maybe she's still at that phase. Then there's also the possibility that the Gedent Toll, shoot, it's been a while, I don't remember her name, that she might be testing me to make sure my instincts are still sharp. As little as this would do to that. To actually test that. I can't imagine anyone else doing it, though. At the very least, no one I know about. Yuuji already took a... I'm trying to imagine why I can imagine Sakaki doing it. It would make me wonder why Makina would know about it. So... This is an interesting situation, isn't it? Someone's fighting here. I had a bad feeling about it. I can't believe it was really you. What's that supposed to mean? Almost sounds like you think of me as that guy who's going to cause trouble sooner or later. Talk about rude.
みたいなも何もそのままだ。いつかやらかすとは思っていたが、こんなに早いとはな。さすがの俺も予想外だった。
I was attacked.
あ、とにかく署まで来てもらおうか。
I was attacked. Come on now, I'm the victim here, you know?
だったらその手にしたものは何だ。武器を捨てろ。無駄な抵抗はやめろ。
Fuck, I should have dropped it sooner. I'm still holding the knife I took from the man in my hand. Guess I won't be able to talk myself out of this one. Ah, damn it. Guess that's that.
お兄ちゃんどうしたの？
I'm just gonna be going to the station for a little bit. Ah, and of course, she has to come back at that exact moment. When I turn around, I find Makina standing behind me, ice cream cones in both hands.
ん？この子はあんたの妹か？
Sort of. No, she's my classmate, I suppose.
あんたクラスメートの女の子にお兄ちゃんって呼ばせてるのか？
Well, force make, no, but For some reason, I've got a feeling that this policeman's mental image of me is getting worse by the second.
とにかく署まで来てもらうぞ。
Yeah, fine. Give me the ice cream at least. Don't worry, it's not like I'm getting arrested. I'll be back as soon as I explain the situation. You go ahead and head home. I drop my hand on Makina's head with a gentle thump, and use my other hand to take the ice cream cone she bought for me. Thanks for the ice cream.
その子も関係者だろう。勝手に返しちゃ困るな。
She just went and bought ice cream. I said I'd come, didn't I? She doesn't have anything to do with it. Go ahead, Makina. What did I think happened to you in the past again? Abuse. So if I were to take a guess, I don't know, traumatic past is when you're teenagers usually tends to deal with the parents in some way or form. It tends to, because the parents are a big part of your life. So my assumptions and speculation tend to draw from that sort of reservoir of knowledge. If she's afraid I'm going to die, this probably relates to something that happened to her in the past, doesn't it? Or maybe some... You know what? It is sort of weird that there's only one guy here. Maybe there's been a guy here before. Maybe. I'm not going off to war. Don't make that face. I'll be back soon. When I give her a light push, Makina slowly walks away, pausing several times to glance back at me. After watching her disappear around a corner, I turn to face the policeman.
随分と似合わんな。
Even I can be kind to children when the mood strikes me.
そうじゃない。それだよ。
Policeman points to my hand where I'm holding the caramel ribbon cone. Mind your own business. I sink my teeth into the ice cream Makina brought for me. Oh my goodness. I didn't think I'd be back here. And so I find myself in this sweat box for the second time. Having been through this once already, I've gotten a little used to this place. While the uniformed cop was guiding me here, I looked around the station for familiar faces. I noticed a young detective who interviewed me the other day slurping up soba noodles in his desk. Trying to send a small message of apology for the last time, I smiled and bowed my head lightly in greeting. The young detective scowled back bluntly and spun his chair away from me, still clutching his bowl. Possibly he's got some idea of my background now, as the gesture seems to be saying, I've got no intention of playing nice at the Ichigaya. Either way, it was firm and unambiguous rejection. With an attitude like that, it's no wonder the police rarely get any civilian cooperation these days. I nearly told him as much, but managed to swallow the words down with a smile. Looking at things from his point of view, I'm definitely nothing but trouble. If he sits down across from me again, I think I might as well come out and give him a vocal apology at least. But betraying my expectations, the person who enters the room is the sly-looking elderly detective I spoke with before my release last time. Wonderful. Yeah, definitely the person I want to deal with.
いやいやいやいや、Kazamiさん、またあなたですか。
You know, I wonder if this guy sent those guys after me. I don't know, they seem to have a disposition that They seem to have a disposition towards me that would possibly make them want to do that. Well, times 4. I don't know if it's a vocal tick or whatever, but this detective seems to enjoy repeating that word. But this sort of guy just loves to play the slow-witted old man like that. Then suddenly ask you, how many times did I say, well, just now, to probe how mentally focused you are in the conversation? If you respond, don't know, having thrown you off balance, or barrage you with sharp, to-the-point questions, this is the sort of old codger that you can never let your guard down around. I was the victim of a unilateral assault. I didn't go looking to cause trouble. More importantly, have you ID'd the people who attacked me?
それはもう3人とも窃盗や傷害の前科がありましてね。すぐに身元は判明しましたよ。
I'm not shocked. Who are they?
聞いてどうなさるおつもりです？
I don't know. I'm not particularly looking for revenge if that's what you're worried about.
はは。ということは素性によってはお仲間に困りますな。確かにポンといなくなっても誰も気に留めないような連中ですがね。
ははははは。
うちは職案じゃないんですからな。は
はははははは。Just a bunch of thugs.
そう考えてもらって間違いありませんな。あの中の一人は地元の暴力団とのつながりもありますが、まあ極めて善良な一般市民ですな。
I assume the exemplary is describing the ordinary part of it. Exemplary, huh?
あなた方に比べればという意味ですよ。
So many assumptions about me. You didn't need to spell that out. And they confess anything about why they attacked me?
はいはい、そりゃもう素直にゲロしましたよ。ですがまあ、なんと説明したものでしょうね。いわゆる最近流行りのネット殺人ってやつなんですよね。
You're fucking kidding me. Net murder.
いや、私も詳しかないんでうまく説明できないんですがね。なんでもネットの掲示板に殺人依頼の書き込みをすると、いわゆる仕置き人という連中が代理で実行してくれるらしいのですわ。
What is this, Persona 3?
まあ殺人依頼の書き込みってのはほとんどが冷やかしで、実際のところは気に入らない相手の名前を書いて。
I wonder. This actually does sound like something that could relate to the girls in the dorm, doesn't it?
死なない程度に袋叩きにしてくれというのがほとんどだそうなんですがね。
Or so you're told. Are you sure you don't know more about this? So, they didn't have any idea about my background when they attacked me.
うちの若いのにそのインターネット掲示板とやらを調べさせたのですが、あなたの名前は上がっていないそうです。
Good.
連中が名前も知らずにあなたを襲ったのは間違いないでしょう。
Well, if they did, they probably would have prepared more at the very least. Who placed the request?
さあ、そこまでは。
But
一応、ハンドルネームって言うんですかね。名前のとこにはマオと書かれていたそうですよ。何かお心当たりは？
Actually does sound sort of familiar. Has it been brought up in this, or am I remembering something from a different game? Or anime, or whatever? Wow, no idea. You can trace the IP?
なんだかよくわかりませんけどね。
How useful.
今、うちの若い連中がその辺から調べてるみたいで、プロバイダーまでは終えたらしいんですが、どうにも漫画喫茶から発信されたみたいでね。今、何人か向かわせとるところです。
Someone is interestingly going well out of their way to cover their tracks. What kind of idiot runs public net cafe without restrictions on BBS posting in this day and age? Regardless, I don't think there's much hope in finding the criminal among their customers.
いや、しかし最近は何でもネットですよ。私らジジイにはちんぷんかんぷんですわ。
Then you're an idiot. Any sort of police detective nowadays really needs to have a good grasp upon all these different situations and the technology that people can use, or else you're just going to be fucking useless when it comes down to actually trying to solve the situation, no?
私らはほれ、コンピューターってやつで動いてますんでね。
And again, the more you say it, the more it seems like you know better than what you're saying. Which makes me think maybe it is you guys. That gag physically hurt. If this was America, I'd sue. The fucking thing. I mean, I guess we're a little infamous for that, but my goodness.
ま、何にせよ、恐ろしい世の中ですよ。あなたもせいぜい気をつけることですな。
Sorry for the trouble. It was a local manga cafe, yeah? I assume it's local, if they sent the police people there instead of just talking to them over the phone. That means it probably is someone local as well. In fact, that they did a manga cafe over something a bit more, I guess, professionally hiding, like other professional ways to hide your IP address, which, shoot, I forget the name of it off the top of my head. Means I think it's probably someone who couldn't use that expertise or wouldn't have it. Which means, if I were to guess, the police, or I guess Takaki, seem like the most likely. Considering this conversation isn't going to get me any more information, lift myself up from the cheap folding chair.
風見さん、まだ帰ってもらっちゃ困るのですわ。
To you now. You've already got my statement, right?
そのことなんですがね。今回の件を傷害事件として刑事告訴されますか？
Not necessarily. I haven't suffered anything except the loss of my time and energy.
まあそれがよろしいでしょうな。風見さん、あなたちょっとやりすぎですよ。逆に過剰防衛の線で粘られると厄介ですよ。下手すりゃ特別公務員暴行陵虐罪ってやつですわ。おたくさんの組織じゃ裁判費用は自腹なんじゃないですか？
If they try suing me, I'll have a little talk with my superiors. You did say nobody would miss them if they fell off the face of the earth, right?
おお、怖い怖い。では今回の件は私の方でうまく処理しておきましょう。
Sorry, I'd appreciate that. Next time I stop by, I'll bring a present.
もう二度と来ないでくれるのが一番ありがたいですな。
Yeah, that's probably not going to... I probably won't be able to avoid if people are after me like this. Turning my back on the vaguely, grating laughter of the sly old man, I leave the sweatbox. I mean, Makina could have just noticed them. Now then, I'll explain this one to JB. It's all well and good that the police let me walk, but my problems aren't quite over. This incident must have reached Ichigaya by now. As my direct superior and case officer, JB will be taking a lot of heat. In fact, she's probably grudgingly kowtowing to the brass over about this now. I let out a short sigh, take my cell phone out from my pocket and turn on the power. The next moment, with a startled timing, it begins to ring.
Hello, Yuuji.
Hello. Hi there, JB. Your voice is as lovely as always. I've been charmed out of my senses. Want to get married?
いいわよ。今すぐ婚姻届を持って市ヶ谷まで私を迎えに来てちょうだい。
Of course. My bad. Let's get down to business.
分かってるとは思うけど、私は忙しいの。
Oh, I'm sure.
だから担当直入に言うけど、次に問題を起こしたら謹慎ね。ついでに外出と主保物品も規制して強制労働を課します。
It's not my fault, though. Hey, JB, do you actually know there's a word for that now? It's called imprisonment.
大丈夫。寂しくないように週に一度は面会に行ってあげるから。
Yeah, this almost feels like a veiled threat. Is this how the grown-ups run things in this country?
正常に機能しない国防装置に払う税金はないの。言ってる意味はわかるわね。
I understand. My bad.
もし言い訳があるのなら聞いてあげる。
They attacked me? No, I don't have an excuse, but there's something I want to say.
言ってみなさいな。
JP, I love you, and...
それと。
No, I shouldn't. If I say this, you'll definitely get mad.
何よ。怒らないから言いなさい。
Okay. Here I go. Quit your bitching, fish face. I'll stick that phone so far up your ass you'll feel the ringtone in your colon. I quickly end the call and turn off the cell phone. JB, you're a truly understanding superior. To lend an ear to your subordinate's abuse. It's thanks to you that I can vent off my stress and enjoy my days in serenity. Did you hear me say that? Magina, were you waiting for me here?
だってお兄ちゃん警察に連れて行かれちゃったし、後から来た警察の人に話を聞いたら、なんか3人の男の人と喧嘩したって言うし、
Fine.
私心配だったのよ。
Understandable, given your situation and knowledge of the circumstances. It does make me wonder, if they're really going to imprison me if something else happens again that isn't even my fault and not even instigated by me, then I guess maybe I'll have to readjust how I go about the situation to not actually cause a fight or a police incident. I could also try to cut it off at its source, figure out precisely what's causing it. Okay. I see. I drop my hand on Makina's head with a thud. It's becoming a habit. How to put it, this head is just at the right height to rest your hand on.
ずっと待ってたのよ。
I hope you enjoyed the ice cream at least. Sorry I worried you. When I look closely, Makina is still clutching the paper from her ice cream cone in her hand. She must have taken my "I'll be back soon" literally and stayed right here the entire time.
怪我はしてないの？大丈夫？
Who do you think you're talking to? There's no way I'd lose to the likes of them.
お兄ちゃん、喧嘩強いの？
Don't want to boast, but the only person who's beat me in a fight is my master.
じゃあ、私がピンチの時は助けてくれる？
Only within the limitations of my actual ability, sure. You just worry about living a solid, decent life, and you won't need rescuing. More importantly, let's get back quickly. Amane must be worried.
怒られそうになったら助けてくれる？
No. Well, okay, yeah. I think I can handle that much at least. Come on, let's go. Makina nods energetically, trots up next to me, and grabs hold of my left hand. First Amane, now Makina. Why are my hands in such demand lately? Apparently sensing my unspoken complaint, Makina squeezes my hand forcefully.
あのね、どこにも行ったら嫌なのよ。
Honestly, no promises. You don't need to squeeze that hard. I'm not going to vanish all of a sudden.
絶対？
I can't make any guarantees.
うん。
As I pull Makina along by her strangely warm hand, we set off for the dorm. We walk side by side, lengthening our shadows, spreading across the road. A long time ago, I used to be fascinated and puzzled by the way shadows would grow as the sun began to sink under the horizon. Who explained it to me at that time? I don't think it was my mother. I do remember walking hand in hand with my master at sunset. There's no way that woman would have given me a straight answer. Which would leave... it was my sister, wasn't it? Bathed in the evening sun, pulled along by my sister's hand, I pointed at my expanding shadow and asked her, Why do shadows get all long at sunset? The answer she gave in return was overly technical, explaining how the changing of seasons affected the phenomena, and at the time I didn't really understand any of it. Used to be... I was the one being pulled along.
何？
Are you supposed to be the same age as me? No, it's nothing.
独り言が多いと変なやつだと思われちゃうのよ。
When she does act her age. It's not. Duly noted. I hadn't thought I'd ever become the sort of person who could take another's hand in mine and lead them home. But there's no guarantee I'll be here to do the same tomorrow. By this time tomorrow evening, the hand that's holding hers may be gone. That's a little dark.
コン。
Well, as interesting as her current orgasm is, I'm going to go ahead and end it there for today. Like I said, this is going to be a bit weird of a week scheduling wise, so I just keep an eye out on a daily basis for probably one more episode this week. That's why I went on a bit longer too. And I can't push it too much longer at the moment. Again, the schedule's changing. I probably the video explaining it should have already been posted. So, who ordered an attack on me? Could be someone related to all the girls here at the school. Then again, it's hard to imagine any of them having a family nearby. And having family that could reach out and have influence in this area probably would mean that something like a manga cafe wouldn't be a solution they'd use. Again, I can't imagine Amane, Sachi, Mitru, or Makina ordering something like that or paying people to do that. It's odd. And based on the reaction of the higher-ups, I really doubt it was some sort of lazily put together test of my instincts like I was speculating before. I could easily see the police doing that. Really, the police or Sakaki are the only ones I could imagine. Though even Sakaki's a bit harder to imagine at this point just because of her change in attitude about all this. Who knows? I feel like I'm finally getting an inkling of a story, though. Yeah, I know the common route isn't supposed to have much of a plot going on, but I feel as though this is going to connect into it somehow. Whatever everyone's individual stories are. Or maybe one of their stories. Who knows? But that's all I got for today. See you all next time. Drive safely, everyone.